All right, y'all. So I am super excited to talk to you guys today in for our Jesus, our ninth month of Ignite the Iron. And tonight we're going to be talking about leading when you feel like you're starting over and what I'm doing with my new people to get them off to a fast start. In the chat, I want you guys to tell me if you feel like you're having to start completely over in your leadership, or if you feel like a lot of your leaders have fallen off, or you feel like you don't have any up and coming leaders, anything like that. Because for me, I know that I have some of my OG leaders who are always there, always doing the things, the people that I don't have to like worry about. Um, but then a lot of everybody else have just like fallen off. So if you are feeling that way, I want you to know that you are not alone. Um, a lot of people are feeling that way. SSDs, star directors, all of the people are feeling that way. So I want you to know, number one, that you're not alone. Okay. Number two, I want you to know that that's in the past. So we can sit in it, but now we're done with it. So we're going to let it go because you cannot revive the dead. You cannot revive the dead. You cannot go in there with their little, I don't know what those things are called, the little shockers, and bring them back to life. You can only work with the willing. And so that's what you need to realize, is that you can only work with the people that are willing, and we're not begging people, okay? We're going to work with the people who are showing up, okay? That's what we're going to do. Number one, I'm going to tell you how I am starting completely over. I deleted my leadership group and I deleted my director group. Why? Because they were dead. When I say dead, I mean deader than crickets, which I also had not been posting in them, but they were dead, and they were dead to me. We needed to start completely over. And I want you to know that that's okay. If you decide to not even have a leadership group, that's okay too. I'm honestly not sure exactly which direction I'm going to go in yet. And that is why I'm talking to you guys about this tonight. And I'm going to share something that I am doing with my group. And I'm also going to share a copy of this Google form once I pull it up, so that you guys can make a copy of it and see. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I'm struggling. So y'all can see exactly why I am doing this and what exactly I'm doing. So I sent out a survey form in Google form format yesterday. I sent it out to my entire group. Reason I did that is because I know that there are lots of leaders in between me from me at the top, in between way down below, that maybe are not leading anymore, and maybe they just need some guidance. And I just didn't want to cut anybody out. I really wanted to know who within my group is ready to show up and work. Okay. And who within my group doesn't want to be a leader, etc. So I sent this survey out to everybody. Now I'm going to show some data, but I want you guys to realize that if you're in my group and you filled it out, I'm not sharing anybody's name, so don't freak out. Once I figure out how I can share my screen. Whitney, I wonder if you have to make it to where I can share my screen. But I feel like I was the host.
It says only the host can share in this meeting when I click.
I found it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen right here. All I basically did, I want their email, their first and last name. I wanted to know their Facebook name if it was different, because obviously people don't have same names. I wanted to know their preferred method of communication, what their day job was, if they were in my Facebook group, if they even knew about it, if they never done another direct sales, what other hobbies that they had, why they are in this business. Did they want to meet people? Were they a hobbyist? Did they join to do this part-time? Did they want to launch a career and be in business for themselves to make rewarding income? Did they join just to get the kit, or they had the option to choose other and fill it out like paragraph form? And then they could also explain it before. Goal PRV, did you know every month that you could sell 2,000 or more and guarantee you a $600 paycheck? Goal PRV. I'm going through these really quick because I'm about to share some of my data. Do you feel if your sponsor is there for you when needed? You can obviously see those choices. Is there anything that I should know? Do you want to grow your team? If you want to grow your team, do you have join packets? Blah, blah, blah. So, and then some of your Cincy long-term goals. Do you have an active PWS? Do you have a Cincy Club subscription? Your strengths, your weaknesses. Do you have a customer follow-up system? Is there something you'd like to know more about? Do you want to schedule one-on-one calls? Anything you want to share with me? And what can I do to improve as a leader? So I asked a whole bunch of questions because I really genuinely wanted to get some feedback. Now, I have a group of over 1,000, and I had, let me see. And let me stop sharing real quick so I can make sure I don't share anybody's names when I pull up my data. I sent it out last night, like later on in the night, and I've had 58 responses so far, which when you think about as large of a group it is, that's not like anywhere near 100% participation, but that's 58 people that have showed up and filled that out. And a lot of those people that have filled it out are people that I haven't spoken to. Okay. So I'm super excited about this data. All right. Let me share my screen. All right. So their preferred method of communication, I can see that it tells me the percentage here. It tells me the percentage. Now at the top, I can obviously go up. I'm not going to click on this up here, but you can do individual. So right now I'm just looking at like overarching data, but I can go through and see exactly what these people, who these people are and what they do. So I know exactly how I can form relationships with them. Okay, so this was interesting to me. 10% of the people were not in my group. 12% didn't even know that I had a group, even though it's on every single email that I send out. So that right there, like people aren't, I mean, and then I put the link there, and I've had multiple people join the group within the last 2 days, right? Have you ever done another direct sales? This was really interesting to me because there are a lot of people that had did other direct sales. That was super interesting to me. Their hobbies, because that's obviously a way that I can connect with them. Their favorite Scentsy product, that's just something I like to learn. I like to know. How do they learn best? Why did I ask this? Because I want to tailor my leadership going forward based on what they want. This leadership and what I need to do to lead my team is not about me. It's what they need and what they want, because that's what I'm here for. And obviously I still have things to learn and I still train myself, but everybody has a different learning style, just like students in the classroom. So this was really, really great for me. And it's really going to help me tailor the way that I want to go and do things. So of course, people that say in-person training, that's something that I can decide to do. If I want to get a group of people together and do like a make and take or a training event, I can do that. And it doesn't just have to be my group. Fayetteville has a ton of consultants, right? So think about things like that as well when you're talking leadership. Why did you join? Obviously, that's something I'm going to go through and read. And then these right here, why you were in business. It's just going to be so good to go look at this data once I can break it down. 24% of the people, though, said that they wanted to make rewarding income. I need to go see who those 24% is. Some of these people said that they just wanted to earn some extra money, right? So I can read these as well, but I can also go look down here at what people's like a goal income would be. Somebody's goal income would to be $2,500, 600. Like I can go in 10,000. I can go and meet with these people and really work with them to show them and to tell them this is how you can do it. Because otherwise, that's not something I'm having a conversation with people all the time. Do you feel like your sponsor is there? There's people that are saying no, that they're not. Sometimes they are, etc. Sometimes there's issues between people and sponsors. There's a lot of people that have rolled up to people who they don't know anymore, who they might not be reaching out to them. I want to make sure that I can do something to help them feel more comfortable. Do you want to grow your team? 63.8% said yes. That tells me that people want to grow. And then this one was really good. If you want to grow your team, do you have join packets? Look at how disaggregated that data is. 20.7% do have them ready. 25.9 don't, 27.6 they're not sure what to put in them, and then 25 don't want to grow their team. So that also just tells me lots of stuff. This is their highest title. This tells me what their current title is. Obviously, I can go look that stuff up, but I just wanted to see who was filling this out. There's a ton of certified consultants that were filling this out, y'all. So you can do this with your frontline, with your group, with whoever, however it is you want to send it out. And then this was really good too with their long-term goals. You could also put other questions in it. I think I'm going to start sending this out like every couple of months because people's goals change. Maybe I'll just do frontline. Maybe I'll change it up. And then I asked about Scentsy Club because that is a really great way to grow PRV and grow your business. And 46.6%. So basically half of the 58 people that filled this out do not have their own. So obviously I'm not going to say people, oh, you need to sign up for Scentsy Club, but we need to figure out why. Because if they don't have one, chances are they are not marketing that to their customers. And for me, I'm getting almost 1,000 PRV every single month from Scentsy Club that I've already worked for that I'm not having to worry about. You know, what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses? Do you have a customer follow-up system? Lots of people are saying, no, we got Scentsy Connect now, guys. I need to start training on that, pushing that as well. Do you want to do one-on-one coaching? 45% said yes. Those are the people I need to be reaching out to. This is why I deleted my shit. I deleted all my stuff because as a leader, I was not pouring into it. There were so many people in there that were not active in it. It was really, really great. So I am going to, honestly, I don't know if a lot of people read emails, Whitney, because sometimes I don't think they do, but 58 people did. But I will say that my caption or my subject line was please read or something. I can't remember. Please read, fill this out. And like they've continued to come in. So I was super excited about that because that is going to be how I tailor my leadership. Okay. If anybody has any other questions about that, please let me know. If you go through that and you see and you like look at it and you think that there should be some more questions or you have some more suggestions to add to it, please let me know, because this was just kind of like a brainchild that I came up with yesterday because I'm like, something's got to change. So that's going to guide how I train. Now, real talk. How many of you guys have gone in and done all of the success paths up to your title? Be honest. Say yes or no. So somebody said, who asked this? Nikki, yeah, I'm going to share a file, and what it's going to do is it's going to force you to make a copy of the Google form, and then you can edit and take out and do all of that stuff. But then that way you already have the questions that I have, and then you can fix it all up to yourself. So it's kind of like a mix, but a lot of people are saying no, and that's okay because I hadn't done them either until like a week and a half ago. I had not done hardly any of them, but that's okay. It's okay if you haven't, but let's all, as leaders, we can't ask our people to do them if we aren't doing them, right? And that's okay. I haven't made it all the way through. I have the SSD one on my screen every day when I log in, but I haven't gotten to it yet because I haven't went all the way through all of them yet. But the reason why I started going through them because I got some new team members. How in the hell am I going to tell them to go through the success path if I don't even know what the heck is on the success path? Right? So I am challenging you to go through those success paths and train yourself on them because number one, they are amazing. Number two, none of us had any of this shit when we joined. Number three, this is exactly what I am doing to lead my people to a great start. Why? Because the workstation is so filled with great information that is what I'm really, really trying to stick to when I'm training my new people, because that is where they can go find it. They're not going to have to go search YouTube or Google or a team page or whatever. And they're all, yes, Whitney, they're all getting the same consistent information. Am I going to use other things? Yes. But this is a way that we can be duplicatable in our systems. Every single person can say, there's a success path. Let's go train them on this. We got the first things first checklist and the essential success path. Okay. So I want to challenge you to go through and do that. All right. That's okay if you haven't done them. Real talk, they've been coming out and I'm still working through all of them. Now, so you need a system. As a leader, you have to be consistent. You have to set the pace. Are you setting the pace that you want for your team? Chastity wasn't. Chastity can tell you that she wasn't. Are you actually showing your team that you're working daily? I was not showing my team shit. And I'm just being honest. I wasn't showing them anything. I was working, but I was very much behind the scenes. A lot of times I wasn't even on social media, but I was still working my business. But none of y'all knew that. It even got to the point where I wasn't even welcoming new team members onto our team page. I would add them and I was very much interacting with them and they were still working. But I had really like taken a step back from it. I really don't know why. I guess sometimes I really hate social media. But what I've realized is that you guys don't know I'm working. And I mean, it's not that I just realized it. I know that y'all don't know I'm working if I'm not showing you I'm working. Y'all don't know that I'm setting the pace or doing the things that I'm asking you to do if I'm not doing it and I'm not showing you that I'm doing it. So I've sponsored 2 people this month. Well, 1, and then the other one's about to join. So that's what I'm trying to set the pace for everybody else to do. My PRV is over 2,000, and I'm only telling y'all that because I want people to know that I'm working, because a lot of people within my team probably have no idea if I'm working or not, because I've been so MIA when it comes to stuff like that. So you need to set the pace and show your team how you're working every day. So that goes for all of you leaders. You should be posting on your leaders' pages what you did for your business that day. Did you follow up with customers? Did you post on social media? Did you send an email? You don't have to share your email if you don't want to share your email. I mean, I think teamwork makes the dream work, sharing is caring, but you need to be showing everybody that you're working, because it's not the Chastity, Whitney, Amber, Anya show. We're working. We're doing the things. Nobody wants to see us posting. They want to see you guys. So decide what it is that you're going to do weekly to keep yourself consistent. And I'm going to share with you guys my notes real quick, but you guys have to promise that you're going to pay attention still. I'm going to put them in the chat so that you can have all the links. So once you click on that, you're going to have my notes, and then you're going to have links to all of the different things that I'm talking about. So there's the monthly 5x5 document. And then the 1x1x1 method, which I cannot take credit for either one of these things, but I have like edited them to make it for me. And one thing that I have been using since SFR is this. Every single day I am having conversations about hosting, joining, building, and sharing, which means I'm asking one person a day to party. I'm asking one person a day to join. I'm connecting with at least one person a day, but I usually do my connect with daily 5. That's where the build is. So it's building relationships. And then share is to share at least one Scentsy product on social media. And the reason why I went to this is because this is very simple. I gave this form to my people at SFR. I laminated it and gave it to them so they can write down if you want to plan out your social media, if you want to plan out whatever, if you want to write down your stuff, like whatever it is you need to do to help you stay consistent, that's what you need to do. The monthly 5x5 is also really great. You guys can click on that and look at that. So, tell me in the comments how many sponsoring conversations you've had in the last 2 weeks, just real quick. Or tell me in the comments if you feel like you don't have anybody that you can ask to join your team. You feel like you've ran out of people, or you feel like you just don't know anybody else that can join. I love the honesty. Good, good. Okay, perfect. Now, if you are feeling like you don't have enough people to ask, or you've ran out of people, or you're asking the same ones and you're not getting anywhere, it's because you're not meeting new people. Katie Lassiter said it best: partying is going to solve every single one of your problems in your business. Please do not tell me that please don't tell me that parties are dead. They're not dead. People need parties and the join opportunity right now more than they ever have, because the economy sucks. Everything's expensive. People need free and discounted Scentsy. And if they don't need free and discounted Scentsy, they need extra income. So you need to look for the solution to these people. If they say they can't afford that warmer because it's too expensive, they need to party or they need to join. And you don't have to be pushy or nasty or like say it like slimy about it. You have to learn how to approach those conversations. In the sponsoring section of my notes, you're going to see some conversation starters for sponsoring. That's just kind of a way to get the conversation flowing. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't ask them, somebody else will. And you will be upset when they join someone else's team. And then the other template in there is join info. This is something that I send to people when they've actually expressed interest and they have like a whole bunch of questions. I let them go read that. It's a template so you guys can look at that. Something else that I found super helpful, I did not come up with this. I think Cassandra Salidas, I don't know how to say her name, I'm real bad at stuff like that. She talks about the 10 income streams with Scentsy. This right here is what it is. So giftables, events, realtors, parties, fundraisers, Scentsy Club, Whiffbox, online sales, join opportunity, and contacts tab. Okay. That is also on your note in the notes I shared for you guys to look at. And it's basically the Scentsy pie, which is this right here. This is a way to grow your PRV. If you're growing your PRV, the free meeting is going to end in 10 minutes. Okay, I got to hurry up real quick. So Scentsy pie, okay? Read that. Now, last couple things I want to talk to you about. People are laying in bed at night praying for what we have. Stop doubting yourself. Stop being scared. Nobody ever died from hearing the word no. Canceled frontline report, chat support, or email account services at Scentsy.com to get your canceled frontline, which means people that used to be on your team that are not anymore. Reason why I'm saying to get that is because they can come back for free. People's seasons change. You never know what they did before versus what's going on now. So you can get that report. They'll send it to you really quickly. And I have given you an email that you can edit or use as inspo for a potential reinstatement. And then you obviously want to personally reach out. Don't just send like some crazy spammy email, but you'll have all of their information. It'll be great. So next thing, launch parties. There's a million launch parties, mock groups out, or a million party groups out there. Not going to read all that stuff to you. This is how I am leading my people. I'm doing their launch party, but I'm doing it as like a scroll party, and I'm giving them text to send out to people. This is one of them, and I'm not gonna, you guys can go through it and look at it. I'm still editing. That's why these pages are hidden down here, because I need to add in the Scentsy Aaron stuff. This was not my original template. I borrowed it from somebody that was really, I think it was Morgan McGee. I borrowed it from her. This is the detailed one, but if I have somebody that wants one that is like super minimalist and just wants something super quick to send to people, this is it. And they can just like click on the different, oops. These are all links. I'll put their link in there, blah, blah, blah. Don't need to read that to y'all. I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you are throwing somebody a party and they want to join on the $99 kit, they can do that. They join you, and then you close your party, and then you can flip the PRV to them. So if you didn't know that, now you know. And then my new consultant board, I went through and like edited all of this stuff. It took a long ass time. Jesus, take the wheel. That is not, hold on. I gotta hurry up or it's about to cut me off. Okay, so new consultants are gonna start here. Am I still sharing my screen? No. New consultants are gonna start here. They're gonna click, they're gonna see the welcome to the team thing. And then this training course, this is going through the success path pretty much. I've added in some other pictures. These black buttons obviously link to everything. I have pictures from other people. It's really great. I've just added in a few more things. I know people are probably thinking, oh my gosh, it's just like the success paths, but yes, it is. And I've tailored it to that, but at least they're seeing it twice. They're going to hear it from me and they're going to get stuck right back to the success paths. Reinstatements are getting trained the exact same way. Same kind of welcome letter, order that kit. That's just some relaunch tips from another person. I don't know who shared that. And then it's linking them back to the new consultant board because I'm training them like a brand new consultant because who knows how they were trained before. Okay. Yes, I'm sharing everything that you guys saw today. I think I put it in the notes. Everything in there is clickable. And then my Google Drive has lots of stuff in there. Does anybody have any questions before I get cut off? Anybody? Oh, promotion pass. Hopefully this doesn't cut me off. Samantha May, who is an amazing director, has shared these. I know I'm like, you're not seeing anything yet, but there's also a sponsors board in there as well. So you guys will have all the links to all that. This right here is a really great way to break down the like ladder to lead. Okay. So, you need to, if you're wanting to promote to lead or you're trying to coach someone to lead, get comfortable selling 500 PRV, sponsor, it's really breaking it down. And then she has broken that down for all of the different things. I just like the way that this is laid out because it's really like a one-page, one-stop shop to show you, just give you some tips. Okay. I feel like I just like had to hurry up and speed through everything. Anybody have any questions? I'm gonna stop my sharing. I feel like there's a million buttons. But yeah, so the main thing I wanted to say before I get cut, I have like 4 minutes. The biggest thing is that in leadership, it's a verb. It's actions. You can train people and train people and train people till you're blue in the face. Action is the only thing that is going to get them where they need to be. If you're training somebody and they're saying that they want to learn or they're saying they want to grow, give them a specific actionable task, meaning go sell 200 PRV. They need to come back to you when they've done that. And if they haven't done that or they make excuses or they whatever, like you can't make them work. There's no amount of motivation. There's no amount of digging them out of the hole that is going to get them where they need to be. Okay. At the end of the day, you have to let them work. You cannot motivate them. You can inspire them. You can build belief in them. You can, and also last thing, you can lead them. You need to lead them where they are, not where you want them to be. So if someone was a director and they've dropped down all the way to lead consultant, you need to lead them as a lead consultant, not as the director that they used to be, because it doesn't matter. Because there are so many people who accidentally promoted. There are so many people who have just fallen off. You need to lead them where they are. Okay. You don't know what someone wants from this business unless you ask them, AKA my Google form. I cannot, yes, and Amber, and do not hold it against them. We're not managers. We don't own them. And what you also need to know is that 80% of your team are only going to want to do this for part-time income, and that's okay. You guys that are sitting right here are the 1%. You guys are the ones that are wanting to go to the top. Not everybody's going to do that, and you can't want it enough for them. We're not dragging people and begging people to work. Also, don't run off perfectly good team members because they don't want a $10,000 paycheck right now. Somebody's circumstance can change overnight. So love them where they are, lead them where they are, don't want it for them. How do you lead them? Give them belief, give them confidence. You believe in them before they believe in themselves. How many of you have ever been told that you can't see what other people see in you? Right? Believe in them before they believe in themselves. Build belief. Speak life into them. Your job is to identify and encourage potential, but don't expect someone to have the same desire and commitment as you do. Expectations need to go out the window. You can't expect anything from anybody. We get paid on our performance. As when we show up, that's how we get paid. People are praying for this opportunity. They just don't know it yet. You have to bless them. We walk around with a blessing in our pocket. How are we going to give it to them? If you're looking around and you can't find a good leader, or if you're looking around and you can't find a good person, then be one. Be the change and be one. Okay? Oh, last thing. If they're not going to show up and work, my biggest thing, bless and release. Bless and release. You never know when they might come back. Okay? If anybody has any questions or anything like that, let me know. Like I said, all of the links are in my notes. If there's anything that you see that I didn't share or that you need from me, feel free to message me and I'll make sure that I get that updated. And then if you're watching the recording, I will put this in the description. Love y'all. Mean it. Bye.